Hey, make sure you can hear me. What's up, partner? Soul, soul, soul poet, man. You're fucking hilarious, dog. Uh, you got my morning twos cracking up in the morning, man. That shit's kind of forward to your videos, man. Uh, Today that shit had me rolling when you over there apologizing and shit. That shit made me roll. Well, I saw one of your videos, man, and this I'm a little more real than like the fucking comments I'll be sending you. I usually just like to get on this shit and laugh and watch my little funny videos and stuff. But I do like the politics, homie, because I mean, not a whole lot of people can see it from like like that fucking jailhouse manner and the respect that you have to have in there is no longer part. It's no longer part of this world. There is no more respect. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure the only reason I get the respect is because I'm tatted up and shit, and I got that fucking bulldog face as I walk around. And I'd rather have that than the loss of masculinity. So that video you talking about, I don't know how to do the whole stitching and all that shit. Fool. I just make these videos for my daily audio, my comments and shit. But how you put that they're trying to take like masculinity, man. It took me everything in me to keep my boys in line when it comes to that kind of shit. Because I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I gave my son a phone, and I wasn't never gonna give my son a phone, but he started doing like football practice and little summertime jobs. So I gave him one. Found out little motherfucker was over there Snapchatting, sending his little pecker out. And I mean, dude just started acting different all the way around. I had to like really put my hands down on him to get him in line. And I could still see and feel like it was still different with him. And then this got a little more time went on. He got a little older. I had to basically keep him on the phone in order to keep him his updates, keep him where he's at. I make them keep a job and shit. I'm not saying nothing bad about my boy. The whole point of the matter though is like that what you're saying, fool, taking that masculinity shit. It's everywhere, so far around, and it's almost not hiding. It's not you can't get away from it. So I saw shit. You know what? If I put the dog face on, keep it on, I can keep my boys in line, keep my girls in check too. And it's all of them, all races, all the way around, huh? Shit, black, white, brown. And I hear you talk about you been in a penitentiary, and you know how it is in there. I don't know how it is like where you're from, fool, in Texas, fool. It's basically white and Mexicans don't talk to blacks and shit. And every time I go to jail or something, fool, I talk to blacks. It doesn't matter to me. I grew up in the projects, so that shit makes me laugh when you say nigger, fool, because the elders. They would, and my old man too, man. He would say you act like a nigger and treat you like one. And he basically would tell me that. Like, don't be acting like all stupid and ignorant. That's what he would try to tell me. And when you say it, fool, I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from because my one of my best homies, fool, when I was in West Dallas, I told him I was like, "What's up, nigga?" And man, this fool went off, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have called him any other word, and it wouldn't have hit him the way it hit him. But I made a show about it some shows back, and so he trips out on me, fool, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And my T-Jones shows up. And I ended up, I should say by the bell, man, because my boy was tall as hell. So, anyways, me and him wasn't talking fool. We was neighbors, and one day I went and sat outside, and that fool was sitting outside, and his daddy came outside, and man, like my dad, fool, he struck fear in me just stepping out, fool. And he looked at me, he was like, "Come here, boy." I was like, "Ah, shit." I'm like 10 or 11. He started breaking it down. What makes you think you can say that word and that word? The lowdown he gives me is like the old school shit. Why they used to say nigga like the old school black fools. It was like almost like what you say like what's up Rasa, like that's when you say Rasa it's like people. What's up people? My people. And he broke it down like that fool. Like that's not our word to be using like that. And I mean shit. I'm not gonna lie. Fool. I say what's up nigga or something like that every now and again. I try not to just because that's my old life. I just stay away from the old life altogether. Well, anyways, um, I started seeing folks like my people. I'm talking like my family and shit. all that masculinity shit was going out the window. Man, their kids was mistreating, acting stupid and shit. I was like, God damn, this doesn't really work like that. And even negatives, fool, like I would see black kids acting stupid. And I was like, in front of your mama? Oh man, hell no. And I just couldn't understand it, fool. So when you're talking about the that masculinity shit, it hit me real close because I said, "Ooh, yeah," and it's everywhere. I put that one down at the last one. Uh, second, homie. Oh, the apartment. That's what I put down first. For the apartment shit, it's all a scam, dog. Like no matter what, and fuck it, fool. Like fuck the race hustling, the race baiting, all that bullshit. I was staying in some apartments, and I got popped like some years ago. I've said it before. People will be like, "Damn, that's all he talking about." But so I was trying to get a downstairs apartment, for some help. And the lady that was in there, she was helping me, man. But then some hoto got in there, fool, some gay dude. And I don't know. I guess he just didn't like my swag, fool. But straight off the bat, started fucking hating, fool. This my own people. This my own raza. These my own folks. But I already know how it is, huh? Mexicans and Chicanos don't get along, fool. They never have. And I don't know if they ever will. Now they're gonna try to change now because all the bullshit that people be trying to push. I mean, so fucking be it. But motherfucker didn't like me, though. And that's that I had already had the agreement for the apartment, huh? So this whole ass fool, I ended up almost boxing him. I tried to take it outside. I noticed he was trying to get me to hit him first. I was like, oh, damn. I said, nah. I said, this ain't where it's at. So I go home. I told my old lady, I was like, it's time to go. Basically packed it up. We ended up being a fucking blessing in disguise, because I ended up getting a house. Like an old man renting me his house. So everything happens for a reason. I'm serendipitous. But it's all a scam, fool. Like the whole apartment shit. I do like when you be talking about like all coming together. That's what it has to be, fool. Like I mean, the voting. When you say that you want that you would discuss politics and penitentiary, solitaire, fuck solitaire, huh? But man, fools like you don't need a not need to my bad, but fools like you are what we need. It's people like that, like real ass people who's been through real ass situations that can tell real people, hey man, they're scamming you. And man, I done been got too many times for me trying to help people that I just kind of stick to my own. That shit, the words I'm giving is just all I have left. All my people, I would help a lot, but get stabbed in the back. I got too many to even keep pulling out. So when I heard you talking today, I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna put my 2 cents into it, man, because shit, man, you be having me roll, and shit, I like cool people, and I mean, talking about the black mold, I mean, black mold is just the worst, ain't it? Yeah, a little race joke there. But yeah, poor little black mamas who shit, man. Like I said, man, I grew up in the projects, dog. I mean, people just don't give a fuck about people, period. But I do feel voices like yours, man, and Rico Storm, that fool's badass. Rico Storm, like real voices, dog, that stay real. To me, that's what'll change the world, change America. But yeah, I've always said I wanted to change the world, and yeah, let me see what else I got right here. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did watch this bitch a few times because I was like, let me make sure I touch on subjects, that you're talking about. Shit, I'm into debate. If you're ever down or whatever, man, shit, I'll debate with you. I feel like we touch a lot of the same subjects anyways. That's why I was like, I got you, spick ass bitch, man. Fucking Latinos fool like, man, the ones who be trying to like act, I'm gonna say it, fool, they act black. The ones who try to act black, that shit's like, nobody has their own shit no more. Everybody wants to be like everybody else. And it fucks up everything else, fool, because if you're not with that party, well, then you're just a fucking what fools will be trying to call you a sellout and shit like that. So yeah, man, fuck all parties, huh? God, what else could I have? Oh yeah, yeah, man. That little black mama, my little girl was going to school. I was living in Urban, and the schools out there are fucking gross. I started noticing shit was going down with the kids, like as far as people wasn't really paying attention. And I try to keep my kids in GT because they get a little more attention than just regular old kids or regular old classes. But I noticed my kids was kind of slacking. I noticed a change in them, and it wasn't like that. So I started kind of digging into it. And come to find out, the teachers that they're hiring is bullshit teachers. They just pretty much let them get away what they want. If kids are acting stupid, they just don't want problems with them. Even in GT classes, they're just moving them along. So that means the kids who need the help or who trying to get with the education that they're going for, they're just letting it go. And so my little daughter, I found out the little boys in their class would like fucking make sex noises and talk nasty and shit. The teacher let it fucking go on. When I brought it to the principal, the bitch acted like she didn't give a damn. I was like, oh, you probably like the nasty shit like that. Took it all the way to the school board. They basically swept it under the rug. It took a fucking lady, a white lady, to tell me, hey, I'm glad you started bringing this up. We found out a lot more stuff. And I said, God damn, man, the principal was Mexican. I said, Simone Rasan couldn't even fucking help me, man. You fucking learned that shit out. But, I mean, the walkouts, fool, like fucking Latinos, man, they don't fucking care about Mexican folks, dog. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I'm Latino. I'm telling you straight up. From and that Black History Month, food negatives killing each other. Man, when I first moved to Urban, I mean, I grew up around black folks a lot. So when I first moved to Urban, they talk Mexican. That they talk Spanish. I couldn't shit. We couldn't talk. They would make fun of me for not talking Spanish. So I was like, well, fuck it. And I tried to talk to this negative fool. She was half black, half white, but that's the first one I've seen. That's the first negative I've seen. I tried to talk to her. She was like, ew, why do you talk like that? Motherfucker was, what? Oreo. And I was like, gosh, damn. I was 11 or 12. So it tripped me out. I was like, God damn, I ain't got nowhere to go. Nobody to talk to. And it took me a little bit to get used to the fact that everybody is just their own fucking people. Everybody's just on, and now that I'm grown, now that we're grown, it's money. Money's the fucking color that matters. And yeah, partner. Shit, man. Just wanted to drop my 2 cents on you, man. And say I like your shows, fool. Much love, and that's it. Yep. Be cool, man.